Okay, I have Instagram and YouTube loading up live here. So we'll give the systems a moment here to come online and for people to join. I think I have everything positioned. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Lara. Everything positioned. So I have Instagram and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hello, Kathy. If you're on YouTube, I don't know that you're here unless you put a note in the chat to say hello. So feel free to do that. Remember to use the chat on YouTube. You do have to be logged in. If you don't want to chat, you don't have to be signed in. But let me know who's here. Feel free to share where you're from, what your weather is. We're sort of on and off drizzle, but really warm, really warm. All right, so Instagram is still doing its thing over there. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so here we are wrapping up 2020. How excited are you about that? We still got some stuff to work through, but 40 degrees, so nice and warm. I mean, right, for you for winter. So, hey, Kim. Yeah, nice weather here in Bend. It's unbelievable what the temperature is. I want to say it was like 54 or something like that. Beautiful. Okay, so before we get started, let's just cover a couple of quick things that I always forget to mention. And one of them is that if you are not subscribed to my newsletter, you can do so through the link below in YouTube and the link in my bio in Instagram. I am going to put out a reading for ending 2020 and going into 2021. So if you would like to receive that, please be a subscriber to my newsletter. Also, because last week I was off doing all kinds of things, I never sent out an email to say, hey, we're coming to the end of the buy one, get one special for card readings. So today I sent out in my newsletter an extension for that through Tuesday, the 22nd. So if you would like to purchase any of the buy one, get ones, various pricing and reading durations and styles, just send me a note and we can take care of that. Okay, and then of course, please like, share, or comment on this video or any of my videos so that we really can continue to expand this community. As you know, I am at the mercy of the algorithms of social media, so they decide who gets notified and who gets to see my videos. So I would rather you all come and be subscribers so you can join. So thank you for that in advance. Now, in my newsletter, I also put out big thing tomorrow, the 21st. We have winter solstice, the beginning of Yule, and then we have the great conjunction, right, of Saturn and Jupiter. So I am not an astrologist. I play one on television. Hello, Stacy. So there's lots of people who can speak to this very, very eloquently. But what I will say about it is that Jupiter and Saturn move at very, very different speeds. And they have been in Capricorn, which you may be aware of. They have moved into Aquarius. They will be at 0 degrees and some seconds in Aquarius tomorrow, the 21st. The closest they have been, depending on what you read, 400 years, 1632. But the closest they've been in any of our lifetimes and for the rest of our lifetime. They're at 0 degrees in Aquarius. 0 is beginning, sort of the beginning of the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is all about innovation. Aquarius is about the higher good for the greater good. So the Aquarius is the world peace sign. It's about community. So the having those two planets, so Saturn is structure, right? Saturn is lesson. Saturn is teacher, but it gives form to things. Jupiter is expansion and growth. So having those two meet up in that closeness at 0 degrees in Aquarius, the age of great awakening, it is the beginning of so much. So what do you want to do with that? What do you want to change in your life? What do you want to bring about in your life? Where are you going? And these two planets can help you do that, right? They're there. Hey, Alice. Alice is already on the 21st, but still, huge. So in my newsletter, I sent you 2 links. One was for the astronomy piece of this great conjunction, what is happening in the world of astronomy, but then I sent you a link on what's happening in the world of astrology. So it's big all over. It affects everyone. And the fact that it's happening in Aquarius, which is our great, great awakening. So you know you've heard of Age of Aquarius, right? So there's lots of talk about when did that actually begin. We've been moving into that. We're in it. This is it. This is where it all begins. It's where it all starts. So where do we want to take it? It's huge. And so the planets show up and say, we're here to help you, right? But Saturn, of course, is the taskmaster. So Saturn's like, you want to do it, you got to work for it. But then Jupiter's right there to say, but man, I am just going to for you. So it's very, very powerful. Okay. Hey, Carrie. Okay, so let's get started. I am squinting and looking at readings. Okay, so that's how I wanted to start. For the messages for the week ahead, I'm going to use Inner Glow Oracle cards. Nice, Alice. So Alice woke up at 3 a.m. on the dot, just as the veil was at its thinnest. I'm telling you, feel it. Go outside. Go look, physically go look at the 2 planets. You can see them early evening. So they're pretty low on the horizon. So depending on where you are, might be a little tricky, and they set early. But you can see them and just go and just vibe. That's all I can say. Okay, let's get some cards here. Cards for the week ahead. So we're going to get cards for Monday and Tuesday for this week coming up, December 21 through December 27. We have a card for Monday and Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. Card for Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday. And then a card for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think you are right here on top. Okay. Okay. I have a note here to remind myself about my subscriptions and private readings. So I'm moving that so I don't think about it anymore. Okay. All right. Let's get going. Hello, Carolyn. I see you dropping in. Monday, Tuesday, we start the week. Follow your heart. Oh my gosh, everybody. So here you go, YouTube. Follow your heart. Instagram. Of course, Instagram, you know, you see it backwards. Follow your heart. At the beginning of the week, follow your heart. So it is the solstice, right? We're coming into, I mean, look, she's got light on her heart, right? So this is where we're at equal light and dark, and then we come into the bringing the light in. That's what we're celebrating here, is the increasing light. So the beginning of the week, really, really tap into your heart center with everything you do. What do you want? Who are you? What is it? Like, really go and follow that. And with this great conjunction, everything is possible. 0 degrees, it's the beginning. So whatever you thought maybe you couldn't do, or maybe you thought was beyond your reach, or maybe you didn't think you had the skill or the knowledge, or whatever it is that you have been holding back on, this is it. This is just go for it. So follow your heart. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. I'm floored. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday. Angelic signs. Whee. So here you go, Instagram, angelic signs. YouTube, angelic signs. So as we're coming in the middle of the week, pay attention. Pay attention to the things that are going to come your way, and they are going to be supporting you on this beginning, on this journey, on what it is that you want to be doing. You're following your heart. And for some of us, that may be challenging because we're so used to operating up here that to operate from here feels very vulnerable. It might, for some of us, feel like we don't have a lot of control if we do that. It's a little too loosey-goosey for some of us, right? Test those waters, go for it, and then look for the signs that are going to be coming and reassuring you. They're going to be encouraging you. They're going to be supporting you. Look for them. So look for them. This morning I was out putting water out, in a water trough, and I looked down and there's a heart rock. I see hearts all the time, but then there'll be like a couple of weeks where I haven't seen a heart, and I have to go, okay, what's going on? And I haven't seen a heart. And next thing you know, they start popping up, right? If you believe it, you will see it. So look for whatever your signs are, but you will be supported the middle of the week and be getting encouraged by your guides, okay? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get your life back. Wow. Get your life back. Look at her arms, Instagram. Look, her heart is wide open. She's like, her palms are here receiving, her arms are open, her head is up. Get your life back. 2020 has been a bear, right? We have been thrown curveballs left and right. We've been given lessons left and right. We've had to figure out how to navigate everything, like all of a sudden in a snap. Everything we knew and what we were doing was no longer, right? And that felt like maybe someone sucked something away from us, right? They took it away. Where are our freedoms? Where are our, you know what? That's up here. So get your life back. Take it back. You have control over all of that. You don't have to believe what anyone tells you. You should be living your life. Should. You should be doing. Now, of course, I am not talking about doing what's good for the greater good and the health of everybody. But get your life back. Feel empowered. Feel like this is your life. You can do what you want to do and own it. So we start the week. If you follow your heart, tap into your heart center. Keep going because you've got some angelic messages coming and supporting you. Your guides are like, you're on it. You're doing it. And take it back. It's going to look very different. Don't try to, it's saying take your life back. It's not saying go backward in life, right? So what was does not exist anymore. It's gone. Ciao. I hope you have had your release rituals. Goodbye. But now what do you want it to be? Take control and take it back and go for it. This is an absolutely stellar reading. Yay. Okay, those are the messages for this week. So we move into the part of the reading where if anyone has a question, or would like a card for general guidance, let me know. Yeah, Alice, those were good. Okay, let's see. We've got Kathy. Should we do something special with our crystals tomorrow, like we do with the full moon? And may I have a general card reading, please, and thanks. Good. There are quite a few crystals you can work with in terms of what are you doing with the solstice, what are you doing with Yule, empowering crystals that you can use. So I don't know what crystals you have. I would say if you haven't used them in a while, then maybe cleanse them and clear them, program them. You can do all that in 10 minutes, right? You don't have to wait for the next full moon or anything like that. I would do that, and then I would use those crystals as you are doing whatever it is you do to honor the solstice and Yule. You know, if you're going to sit in meditation, if you're going to journal, if you're going to go for a nature walk, whatever it is that you're going to do, take your crystals with you and ask them to help you follow your heart, get your life back. Whatever resonated with you in this reading, program those crystals to support you in that. Okay, let's get a card for Kathy. And then I see Alice on Instagram has a question. So let's get a card for Kathy. And I am going to, Kathy, why is it every time I pull a card from you, I'm like, which one? I'm going with the Soul's Journey here. Okay. Here's a card for Kathy for Soul's Journey. From Soul's Journey, if you can have a card for general guidance for Kathy. Card for general guidance for Kathy. So for some of you who've been doing these weekly live readings with me for a while, you notice some of the same cards keep coming out. This is one that we've seen. It's called Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And this definitely came up not too long ago. Here you go, Instagram. So the general guidance of this card is remembering that you are you. You have everything you need. You are unique, and your experience is unique to you and unlike anybody else's. So even though you and a friend may be crossing the same bridge at the same time, how you experience walking over that bridge is completely different. And so this is a reminder to say, you know, your filter is your filter. And what you have, what you do, how you experience is yours to own 100% and cannot be compared with anybody else. And so just keep that in mind so that if something comes up this week that maybe has you wishing or thinking, gosh, maybe I should have done this instead because look how that happened, you know, catch yourself in that. You're on your path. You've got your life back. So just a reminder. And then also, if you feel someone pushing back at you a little bit, you know, maybe sometimes people don't like to celebrate our successes. That's all about them. That's not you, right? But sometimes for some people, it's hard to celebrate the success of another person. They can't seem to find the word to say, wow, really well done. Bravo, right? It's just difficult for them. So if you feel resistance from someone, but you know, like somewhere they really are happy for you, go with the intention, you know, go tap into their love center and know that they really do want the best for you. Maybe they just can't articulate it. Okay. Let's get back here to Alice had a question, and then Carolyn, and can I be added? And somebody. Okay, so let's get over here to Alice first. Alice's question was, I would like a card on following the heart's calling. Here you go. Follow your heart. There you go. Let's see. I am going with Crazy Sexy Love Notes because this is about following your heart, right? So let's get some crazy sexy love notes. How do you follow your heart? How can you be in love with yourself? Are you practicing the best self-care? And that does include, you know, having a foot massage and getting your scalp massage when you get a haircut, but it includes so much more. And are you doing that, right? I was talking to one of my sisters today, and we were saying, you know, you can't serve others from an empty cup. We know that. Okay, Alice. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Okay, two things. This is the card for Instagram. Reconsider your commitments. YouTube, reconsider your commitments. When I was pulling Kathy's card, this was sitting on top of Crazy Sexy Love Notes because it's a two-sided card. So this was facing up at the top of the deck. And when I went to get it for Kathy, I saw no, no, no. And I'm like, oh, okay, right. So we're going over here. And then it shows up for Alice. Love it. So, Alice, following your heart's calling. Have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. Self-care 101. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of no. In fact, every no makes space for the perfect yes. Ooh, your freedom is closer than you think. Every no makes space for the perfect yes. I might have to adopt that. Isn't that really good? So following your heart's calling, reconsider your commitments. I mean, look at, she's holding on to the yes and dropping all the no's. So what does your heart really want for you to do when you're having, you know, when you're being asked for something? How do you respond? Are you responding out of habit? Are you responding out of obligation? Or are you responding on what really resonates with you, right? When you're making choices, when you're setting out to begin your day or to start a new project or whatever it is, are you doing that because it's what you've been doing for however many decades, or because you think it would make someone else happy? Or are you doing it because you feel like you're really, really following that light? And so I think it's reconsider your commitments so that you can be tapped in there, and those no's make space for more of the yeses that are more in alignment with your heart. Okay. All right. So let's come back here. I have to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Let's see. Hold on, Instagram. Susie99, hi, can I be added? So Susie, I'm not sure what you meant on to be added. If you would like a card, let me know. Good, Ellis, you're welcome. If you mean to my mailing list, you can find the link down below in YouTube. So just clarify that, Susie, if you would. Okay, let's see. Laurie would appreciate a card for the week. Okay. Okay, so let's get a card for Laurie for the week. I'm going with Sacred Destiny for a card for Laurie for the week. Sacred Destiny. So I have a couple of people on YouTube asking to be added to the list. So I'm not sure what list you are referring to. If you're referring to my mailing list, there's a link below the video in YouTube, and you can click on that and join my mailing list. If you're asking for a card, if you would write that in the comments to clarify, because I just want to make sure I'm addressing your comment correctly. Okay, so let's get a card here for Laurie. for the week. Oh, heavens, 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 heavens. That was not supposed to happen. All right, let's see. So, I'm going with it. So I just want to let you know I'm working on these videos on oracle card readings and how to go about them. So hopefully I'll have a little mini series soon. And one of them is about what happens when cards fall out of your hands. Here is your 3 card for the week, Laurie. Success. Success. Stillness. Stillness. And pleasure. Pleasure. So for me, the guidance here goes right along with the general messages for the week. When we can come into stillness, when we can come into a place of sitting within, going within, and checking in on true self versus all of the ego needs and desires and expectations, we come to stillness, we find what it is that really does bring us pleasure. Where do we find pleasure? What is pleasure? And do we really have it well defined? Or are we operating on what we used to find pleasure in, or what we think pleasure means? And when we can get to that space, we have success. And by success, it's like whatever you set your mind to, whatever you choose to do will work out in a positive way because it's in alignment with what it is you truly have, you know, for your what it is you truly want, right? What really, really, really resonates with you. So not just everyday routine. Again, it's going right back to 0 degrees in Aquarius and starting everything. What do we want? And so sit there and figure it out for real. And you'll know, because you're going to get that sense of peace and calm and pleasure about it. And then set that intention out and go after it. And it will flow with ease and grace. Okay. Okay, let's see. Who else? Do we have anyone else over here on YouTube? Okay. Did I miss anyone? I saw a couple of comments go by. I don't know that I missed anyone. If I did, please ask again. You are welcome. Anyone on Instagram? Did anyone on Instagram want a card or have a specific question? You can type that in. Okay. Anyone else? Again, I thank everybody for joining today. These are some fabulous, fabulous cards. I think actually I'm going to take a picture and I'll post it on Instagram just because the cards are so great. And can't really post it here on YouTube, but really nice cards. I'm going to leave them on my table for a while too. Okay, so let's see. A card for Orion as she embarks on a new professional beginning. Well, she's doing it at a mighty good time. Tell her to get realistic about what she wants and go for it. Let's see. We're going to have messages from the mermaids for her. Ooh. Actually, I'm being pulled here to the power of surrender because I feel like for her to embark on this new beginning, she's got to make sure she's closed off what she's leaving behind. She's got good closure. So let's have a card for Orion for embarking on a new career. Orion, embarking on a new career. Okay. So, surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Let me see, trying to get not a glare for you. Here you go, Instagram. So embarking on a new career, surrender the addiction. So whatever the, and this card can be referring to any of those things that are written on here in terms of substances, food, people, sex, overworking, for sure. But also, when starting on something new, are you starting out with a clean slate, or what else are you bringing with you out of that repetitive, addictive cycle and thought process? So if there's a thought process that things should be this, or if I say this, I should get that, that is an addictive quality. So surrender that, let it go, and truly move into this new career opportunity with these kinds of arms wide open, heart open, palms up, and receptive. Yes. Okay. What else do we have? We have Sahu. Can I ask my question? Yes, of course. So we have, and welcome. So just type your question in. Did anyone else have anything? Have another question? Anyone else? I'll just wait while you type your question. If anyone else had a question. So what do we have here? What is AK currently telling me for right now and his next action for me? Who's AK? I'm not sure who that is. What do you need to know? What is your next action? Thank you, Alice. You're welcome. What is your next action for you? I'm going to go here to Gilded Tarot Royale. I'm not sure who AK is, but if we can have a card here for Sahu. Next action. Okay. Oh, I have two. So we have Temperance and the Chariot. Ooh, both major arcana. There you go. Temperance and the Chariot. Instagram, the Chariot. Oops. Temperance and the Chariot. So next signs for you is going out, moving beyond where you typically operate. So going outside of your comfort zone. And the way that you can do that, perhaps with some reassurance, is by calling in Temperance. Because Temperance is going to take some of the old and some of the new. And Temperance is going to create something entirely new as a result of that blending. So we can look at the black and white Sphinx of the Chariot as perhaps some old and new. It's the duality. So taking that and combining it in the right proportion, combining those two things that you didn't think could possibly work out. You didn't even think could possibly be an option for you. Put them together. If you put them together in the right proportion and the right timing, you create something completely new. So whatever it is you're working on, the message is to move forward with that, go beyond and move, and do it calling in everything and combining that and not leaving one or the other out. Okay. Did anyone else, hey Paula, did anyone else have a question? So no contact information, he did not call and message. So I'm going to assume you're referring to another person. I'm going to say the same thing, go beyond where you usually go in operating. Go beyond your usual limitations and your comfort zone, and go beyond that and do things a little bit differently if you want a different result, right? If we keep doing the same thing, we're going to keep getting the same result. We can't expect a different result if we keep doing the same thing. Okay. Anyone else? Did anyone else have a question or want a card before we wrap this up? So just in summary, beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, follow your heart. Really, really tap in to what it is your heart wants, what you want for real, not here. And then look for the signs in the middle of the week that are going to be supporting you, encouraging you, redirecting you perhaps, or even bringing more information to you so that you can continue following that. And then get your life back. You have it. You may have lost it a little bit or feel like you lost it a little bit, right? Maybe feeling things out of your control, or you just had to focus on so many other things. Now what, right? Take all that back. It's yours to have. Okay. Wendy, can I have a general reading about my life and love, please? You're welcome, Sahu. So a general reading about life and love. Life and love. Yeah. Let's get a card for messages from the mermaids. See what they have to say for Wendy. Card for life and love for Wendy. Card for life and love for Wendy. Go with those. Okay. Life and love. Move forward. Move forward. Neptune. Here you go, Instagram. Instagram, you know you see it backwards. And light. And light. Instagram. So life and love. This light to me is in alignment with the light on, why is this? This card just has a lot of reflection. The light that's in her heart here and this light, to me, go together. It is, so you're asking about life and love. What does your heart really, really want? And I know it sounds like such a cliche question. What do you want in your heart, right? But think about what it really means and think about the power that comes to you when you truly, truly get in touch internally with your authentic self, with your heart center, the soul that you were here in this lifetime to be. You chose to come here for a purpose, right? We're not passive participants in this lifetime. We have something here to do, and that is found in your heart. So get in touch with that and then move forward with it. I mean, Neptune, is in the underworld, right? But move forward. But you got to go deep to get there. That's the part I'm getting. You got to go deep. You have to go deeper than your head. You got to go deeper than that lower thinking mind that's like blah, 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 blah. That's not for you right now. What's for you is dive to the deepest depths and find that light in there. Maybe looking murky under those waters, but there's light down there. Find it and then move forward. Okay. All right. Great. Yeah, but listen, not only what's in your heart, but listen to your heart. Yes, it's, yes. In stillness, we find that if we don't go to the still part, and that we can do that in a myriad of ways. If we don't go there, we are just constantly bombarded by the external, right? How can you possibly hear beyond that chatter? And that's where we get caught up. That's where we run the cycles, and we just are, we're exhausted, we're depleted, we're not even sure what we're doing every day, at least not on a deep awareness level. So, okay. Did anyone else have a question? If I missed anyone, please write that back in. If I missed it on the scroll, my apologies. So please put that question in. I do want to thank everyone for joining today. Next Sunday, I think I'm still going to do a live. But be sure to subscribe on YouTube so that you'll see the notification, select notifications, and you'll see it when I schedule the live. Check on there just to be sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a live next Sunday. But part of me is like, do I need to be off a week? I don't know. And I think I'm just going to wait and see how the week plays out and, what I hear. So just keep an eye open for that. Again, subscribe to my newsletter. You can find the link in the bio on Instagram, or you can find the link below on YouTube. And I will be sending out a reading for ending 2020, going into 2021. And then book your private reading if that's something you want to do, or take advantage of the holiday special sales on readings that I have going on until Tuesday, the 22nd. So that is my summary of my announcements. So it doesn't look like any new messages, any new requests popped in. So I think we will consider this a closed Sunday Synergy. I thank everybody for joining. Have a wonderful week. And oh my goodness, have a beautiful solstice. Great conjunction, Yule, Monday, last full week of December, however way you want to lay it out, may it be fabulous for you. Just fabulous. So, happy birthday week. For whom? Mine was last week, and it was a very happy week. It was wonderful. So if anyone has birthdays this week, happy birthday to everyone. We're finishing off Sagittarius and moving into Capricorn. So, for me, thank you very much. Yeah, it was, I'll tell you one thing. I'll just summarize and say the biggest thing I will note about my birthday was the depth and amount of love that I felt. I mean, I always feel loved on my birthday, thankfully for me. I have a lot of people who remember me and send me beautiful notes and cards and that type of thing. And I love it. There's some people I look for their card every year. But this year, there was some really deep love, and it felt so good. Like, carried me. So, yeah. All right. Thank you. I wish you all those kinds of feelings. Yeah, because it was powerful. Okay, big love to all of you. I hope I see you next week. We'll see. Have a great week, and maybe I see you in between. And yeah, blessings, blessings. If you celebrate Christmas, I wish you a beautiful Christmas and a new year. Although, no, we'll be back before the new year. I hope so. All right. Take good care, everybody. Thank you, and be well.